particular site. So I think you get the basic idea of XPath. It's just moving through that path. Simple file systems concept. How can you tell which switch belongs to which bulb? Only one. You can't come back. You are here, you go there. You wouldn't have felt better because you knew it already. No? Unless you win it properly, you won't feel better about it. I'll ask another question. The answer is you wait a bulb for some time.
नहीं तो 10 अणु तुम्हारा तोड़ेंगे, समझ गया?
A table directly from a SQL statement. Otherwise, not possible in any other database or any other language. So you can see, you can return. You are given X as a table that you will be creating later, which is defined over here as X. You define table over here. So you see, you give XML table $D department employee and what is your D? Department dot column. Okay. And that is passed, and from that employee column, whatever values you are getting, you are passing it into these variables. So your employee ID now becomes integer, and path is the keyword at the ID. So whatever is the ID value will go into employee ID. Okay, so you can see how seamlessly your XML data is being transformed into a tabular format. So I mean, this particular SQL and XML combination has made exchange of data very easy. Earlier, otherwise, suppose you have a lot of data, how are you going to transfer it? You'll either do a select, store it in a file, then send it. What to do it now? Simply retrieve it from a table and form a table directly over there. Or just pass the XML document in a HTML page. There, retrieve the XML document, XML column function in query. It will be operating on your entire column. Okay? Okay, what is in second example, what is that one doing for $D in SQL query? So it's just selecting the complete XML document. And what is the next to that is doing? And last one, what does last one do? Yeah, and one more thing. Take one more condition. It's a flower expression. Actually, all are flower expressions over here. You can see for $D in. Okay. Whenever, see, just a simple idea. Whenever you will have something as $D / something passing. So whenever you see passing something as, then that is your SQL in which XQuery is embedded. But here it is XQuery in which SQL is embedded. Both are. And PC data says that it will be character data. Okay. So whenever you enter your XML data, it will be matched against this format. So whatever you have entered, whether it is matching this format or not. So this is one way of defining your XML. Another way is using XML schema documenting. So you have seen certain tags have been created, and you can also specify certain conditions. Like you have given that, see first one, XST simple type name is price type, and you have given the minimum value as 0. So if you give value as -1, it won't be accepted. Okay, so you are giving a schema definition over here. Okay. How are we going to differentiate between those tags? So in order to differentiate between those tags, you will have namespaces. Namespaces you must have studied in C++. So what does that do basically? It provides you with that environment to separate two similar things. Okay. So you can, whenever you are creating XML schema document, you'll see over here the blue line, yellow line is showing your namespace. So suppose two different namespace has got same schema name, same element name, then you can differentiate them. Okay, differentiate between them by specifying, okay, this belongs to this namespace. So there is a command, no need to remember, it's just declare $d namespace. So if you declare the namespace, then the definition in that namespace will be taken. Okay, so it's that way. You just specify the namespace to specify which particular class it is belonging to. Okay. How do you insert values? So I earlier also told you that you can give insert into department value. Value will be entering. It will be validated against your existing. This. Okay. But if you don't give this, then also data will be allowed to enter, but it is in a corrupt form. Or it's not an improper. See the effect of namespace in the third and fourth line. Third line you don't have any namespace, okay? But in fourth line is defined http mydepartment.com. At this location, whatever namespace has been defined, match according to that XML schema. But in third one, is just given match with this schema. So namespace hasn't been specified in third one, but the fourth one is specifically mentioned. So either you don't either your XML should conform to schema, or all of them should conform to schema. Okay? But with DB2, it's not that. DB2 supports all these 5 flavors. You can have half with other schema, half with other mixture of them, with no schema, everything. So most others provide A and B, while DB2 provides all A, B, C, D. Okay, XML style sheet language. I told you that you need to convert your XML data into the form that is renderable. You can show it displayed in your browser. So for all the web application, that was why I was telling you, and I tell you what web application, how is DB2 useful. So you can see that how you want to render it is all upon you. Yeah. So this thing you have already seen that there is a root element initially. Within that you have a list element. Just see on the left. Okay. And then there is an ID for both. There are 2 attribute elements. Just a repetition of things that I told you earlier. Now it's telling in terms of how you wish to convert into HTML document. So you want this particular thing to be HTML document of this form. Okay. So your XSLT comes into this play over here. So what your XSL sheet will do, there are some tags over here and you need not know what are these tags. These tags convert the existing tags into HTML tags. Okay, so see, you can see a mapping wherever there is table body HTML, so XSL will apply your templates, whatever templates have been defined earlier, and will convert it to HTML form. You need not see what is being done exactly, but just know the concept. It's being converted into your form of HTML. Questions? Okay, second one, B. Okay, while telling you about delete command, I told you there is no star for delete. Just hit delete from sales. It will delete all the records under the year idea. Yeah, you told me. Great, thank you. Okay. Observe carefully, just saying if they have to be grouped together. Tell me the answer. Don't have any answer? Guess? No guess? What would you take in giving an exam?